Okay, so just one of these days, I would love to come down here and talk about something good relating to the Atlanta Falcons, but today, unfortunately, is not that day.
Not again?
Again. What? So, Calvin Ridley has just been suspended for the entire 2022 NFL season for betting on NFL games when he was taking a leave from the team.
Dang. He even bet on the Falcons.
Did they show his bets? Did they show his bets?
I have some stats and stuff to read you.
I can't believe it. That's why he was depressed, because he lost some bets.
No, this is whenever he left the team.
That's what I'm saying.
This is the thing. Was he actually on a mental break then? Or was he thinking, I could, take a break, gamble, make a bunch of money?
I mean, so what I've heard is it is very, very highly pushed that you do not bet on NFL games if you're an NFL player.
Oh,
they
absolutely
talk
not.
about it constantly. So it's not even like a thing where he could have thought, I can do it if I'm not on the team, because you're still associated with the team. I'm sure even though he was away from the football team, he still went to meetings. He was still in contact with coaches, players, and facility workers. So apparently he bet a total of $1,500, which is ridiculous.
Wait, that's it?
Yes, he's losing $11 million because of this.
That's all he bet?
That's what he said.
Wow.
Calvin Ridley, I bet $1,500 total. I don't have a gambling problem, is what he tweeted out.
Why?
That sounds like one bet with, he has that type of money. He puts one bet down for $1,500.
He's going to lose $11 million because of $1,500.
Yep. So,
Wow.
So he was placed on the NFL's investigation, he was placed on NFI, which I'm not sure exactly what that stands for, on November 5th.
National Football Investigation.
The bets happened on November 23rd to the 28th. It was a series of less than 10 wagers from his cell phone, including basically little parlay things, like an 8-game parlay.
Damn.
He did bet on the Falcons, but never against them, which I respect. That was the week where he played Jacksonville, so he did win.
Wait, so he bet on a game that he played?
No. He was away from the team.
That'd be a different story.
Yeah.
That's borderline illegal.
So one thing that I actually really respect about the Falcons, I do want to bring up, is they knew about this. The NFL was investigating it, and a lot of teams were trying to trade for him. And they refused, basically. They because of knowing what they knew, they didn't want to do it in bad, business. They wanted, of course, to keep their relationships with other teams good for the future. But
that's tough.
I really do respect that, because they could have been like, it's your problem.
Right, yeah.
And they would have no idea.
So did he know that gambling was illegal if you're in the NFL?
Oh, heck
dang.
yeah.
So
that's what,
But what, $1,500?
Okay, so this is the one thing that I have, right? So if you're going to bet on a game, you're an NFL player.
Yeah.
First off, that's not that much money for them whatsoever.
No.
Why are you so stupid as to do it yourself? Why not just give the money to somebody else? Hey, Joe, here's $1,500. Put it on the Falcons game for me.
So
nobody would ever know.
People get fined for way more money than
stuff.
$1,500.
So I'm sorry.
nothing.
Yeah, so people were talking, and apparently it might be a situation where he did have a bookie. Mm-hmm. He paid the bookie. Kelvin won big. The bookie was like, I'm not paying this dude. Went and told on him, and that way he gets in trouble and he doesn't get the money.
That's what.
So that's a rumor. That's a rumor.
Because the $1,500 just came out. This is very new information. There's a lot of speculation that there's more money involved.
Exactly.
Things like this.
Yeah. Right.
I've seen somebody posted 4 clips and they're like, yeah, Calvin really knew what he was doing. It was like him catching the ball, running back 5 yards, getting tackled. There's speculation that he was betting on himself, betting on own games. But
and again, this happened all whenever he was off the field. He wasn't with the team at the time. He wasn't playing in the game, so he wasn't affecting it that way. But again, this is something stupid that you just can't do. Yeah. I mean, this is ridiculous. Right now, again, they're going to try to make an example of him. And apparently he was very upfront about it. Roger Goodell in his statement basically said, hey, you know what? We respect you for being so upfront. Mm-hmm. Because of that, we'll kind of, we'll remember that. But again, they take this stuff very, very seriously. And if this is the first player to really do this, look at what happened with, what's the MLB player's name?
Pete Rose.
Yeah.
I bet
he was blacklisted from the game.
I bet you a lot more comes out, because I know he's not the only guy doing it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah. I guarantee you, with how big that sports betting is getting, and I feel like players really feel like they can get away with a lot of this stuff, especially if they allocate money to other people.
Oh, yeah.
I see why they're cracking down. I feel like, obviously Calvin's going to appeal the suspension, and he might get some games taken off.
potentially.
But at that point, like,
though, I mean,
I don't know. But okay, so say for example, like he really was winning. He got half the games taken off him. Well, now he's coming back to Atlanta, who he probably doesn't even want to play for. It seems like, and the trade deadline's over now. So I mean, he's almost guaranteed to be out the whole season, whether he appeals or not, right?
Yeah,
Unless he wants to play for Atlanta.
But here's the thing.
So what are you talking about?
What if they make a stipulation?
No, what I'm saying is like even if he appeals it, by the time he'd even have a chance to come back, he's going to be playing for Atlanta, who he doesn't want to play for anyway.
They take this so seriously. The appeal is not going to get through. There's no way he's going to get appealed for any of the
They always
games.
let players appeal stuff.
If anything, I could see him getting he's suspended indefinitely. It's guaranteed that he will be out the 2022 season. I don't think that's the final ruling. I think that's like, okay, this is what's definitely going to happen. We're still investigating.
Yeah.
So I think this could get worse.
Yeah,
not better.
Think about this. You know, Roger Goodell was like, "Yeah, we respect you for being so upfront about it." What if they find out like he did so much more money? Then it's like, oh, he was lying.
Yeah,
I feel like they can't find any proof that maybe he was in talks with players like playing the actual game itself. I mean, I'm sure the amount of money was more than $59. That's like that's kind of stupid. Like that.
They investigated, of course, Calvin Ridley. They investigated the Falcons, obviously, because that's the team he was playing for. The Falcons were very upfront about it, and they found no evidence that any of the Falcons people were talking to Kelvin about the games. So, again, it could be other teams. It could be players he was talking to. But as far as the Falcons coaching and all of that, nobody was in talks with them. So, again, I don't know what the other games that he bet on are. I don't know if it was like, hey, if you have a buddy over there in Cleveland, hey, this is what I'm putting on. Let's help me out type of situation.
What if they came out and what if they appealed it? What if they said you could play like, I don't know, half the season, but you don't get paid any money?
I mean,
you think he's doing it?
That would never happen.
Do you think he's doing it?
No.
No. Nah. But we'll see what happens. At this point, I don't know. It freed up a lot of cap space for us.
Did they release him?
No, but we get, I forget what it is.
million.
We get something.
Oh, yeah, because that happened whenever Martavius Bryant or somebody got suspended.
Yeah. So,
no, that's interesting. Yeah, like, they seem like they're cracking down on this. Like, I hate to say it, like, then more than like some abuse scandals.
They do,
because this is the stuff that makes the NFL look like it could be rigged.
Exactly,
and stuff, and they don't want that.
Impacts the integrity of the game. Now, that's why they pitch it so much.
Now I'm curious to see what happens with Alvin Kamara. If Alvin Kamara plays, like, if he comes back day one,
that's a good call.
It's gonna be like,
if
what?
He's
what
not out the whole season, and Calvin Ridley's out the whole season for gambling money.
It's better to abuse people than
right. Like, you see how that looks?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because that shouldn't be.
Yeah,
I mean, if anything, it should be. I mean, I understand like betting on games that he wasn't even playing.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. This makes Calvin Ridley look bad. I feel like we're not hearing anything about Alvin Kamara.
No.
They're trying to sweep it under the rug, let it fly by, gradually let him come back in. Don't talk about it, and then it doesn't make the NFL look bad.
We haven't heard much about it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's really that is what they try to do. It's working.
If he comes back, that's gonna be. That's not going to be good.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be interesting, man. I tell you what.
Yeah, just had to get this out. If there's any updates, we'll kind of continue to update you upon that. But let's really hope the next Falcon news story is going to be a good one, because I really need it.
I'm telling you, we're gonna be talking about this a lot more in the future.
Oh, I agree.
I'm telling with how
Not
sports betting are so big.
15 million watch or something like that.
I'm telling you, man. There's got to be a lot of players doing stuff like that.
Oh yeah. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.